Hey YouTube, Twig here, bringing you all an update to my Dreammere Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile for post Chaos Impact. Wanted to do an update to the deck. It's been a while since the last one. With the release of Chaos Impact, we actually have more support for the Dreammere deck. This is the TCG exclusive deck for us. A very interesting deck focusing on the different attributes for the light and dark monsters for the Dreammeres, having different forms of each other, basically going off of the whole other side of the mirror kind of gimmick. Very interesting deck. I really do like the direction they took the deck, giving it sort of a fusion alternative that you can do, along with the spell support and the traps. It definitely did bump up what the overall purpose, like I said, what the deck can do. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So to start off, for the monsters, I run 3 Ikelos, the Dreammere Sprite. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dreammere monster, you can add 1 Dreammere card from your deck to your hand, except Ikelos, the Dreammere Sprite. And during the main or battle phase, if Dreammere of Terror is in the field zone, quick effect, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 of your Ikelos, the Dreammere Mara, from your deck. You can only use each effect of Dreammere Sprite once per turn. So it basically goes off of this special summon. If it's special summoned from the other version of the Dreammere, you have a effect that you can use, whether it be with the Dreammere Sprite or the Dreammere Mara, depending on the one you special summon out. As you see, I have the one here. I was just 1 Ikelos short. I was able to pick up both of them from locals. Just needed 1 more, but sadly no one else had any more. So I have 1 Morpheus, the Dreammere White Knight, in to substitute for Ikelos for now. I also run 3 Ikelos, the Dreammere Mara. With this one, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dreammere monster, you can special summon 1 Dreammere monster from your hand, except for Ikelos, the Dreammere Mara. And during the main or battle phase, if Dreammere Joy is in the field zone, quick effect, you contribute this card to special summon 1 Ikelos, the Dreammere Sprite from your deck. You can only use each effect of Ikelos, the Dreammere Mara once per turn. So vice versa, just like with the Dreammere Sprite version of Ikelos, you have the option for the different summons depending on what you have, with Ikelos, the Dreammere Mara, giving you the special summon, and Dreammere Sprite giving you the search. So both are definitely needed at 3, since you just special summon each other off of both. So you have the options to get the search and special summon as much as you can with each. But like I said, definitely 3 ofs for both. For the other ones, I run 2 Morpheus, the Dreammere White Knight. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dreammere monster, you can activate this effect. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect this turn, and during the main or battle phase, if Dreammere of Terror is in the field zone, quick effect, you contribute this card to special summon 1 Morpheus, the Dreammere Black Knight from your deck. You can only use each effect of Morpheus, the Dreammere White Knight once per turn. So you special summon it obviously off of your, Ikelos, sorry about that, and then get the additional effects there, and then having the mirrors on the field is just the added bonus for Morpheus, giving you the option to summon out your Dreammere Black Knight, which I also run 2 of. The biggest thing I found was weird is that just the 2 different rarities gives off a completely different shade for the cards, but with the Dreammere Black Knight, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dreammere monster, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it, and during the main or battle phase of Dreammere of Joy is in the field zone, quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon 1 Morpheus, the Dreammere White Knight from your deck. You can only use each effect of Morpheus, the Dreammere Black Knight once per turn. You have your basic options, vice versa. Just like with the White Knight, you have the option to tribute and go back into it. I only run 2 of each card, though, for the fact that if you open them up, or if you open too many of them, it is sort of a dead draw, unless you have, obviously, Mara or Sprite in your hand as well to work off of for those cards. But still like the 2-and-2 ratio for some of the other cards we run in the deck as well. For some of the new backup support for the Dreammeres, I'm also running 2 Fantastic, the Dreammere Foe, and 1 Dreammere Friend, with both of them having different effects. If this card is special summoned for Dreammere Foe by the effect of a Dreammere monster, this card can attack directly this turn, and during the main or battle phase, if Dreammere Joy is in the field zone, you contribute this card to special summon 1 Phantasos, the Dreammere Fiend, Friend from your deck. You can only use each effect of Phantasos, the Dreammere Foe, once per turn. And then with Dreammere Friend, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dreammere monster, you can target 1 level 8 or lower Dreammere in your graveyard, except for Phantasos, the Friend, and special summon it in defense. And during the main or battle phase, if Dreammere of Terror is in the field zone, you contribute this card to special summon 1 Phantasos from your deck. So vice versa, I would bump up the Phantasos Dreammere Friend just by taking out 1 of the spells, which I'll show in just a bit to raise those numbers. But just for another another 2-in-2 ratio, just because they work off the special summon effect of your level 1 monsters, just like the 2 knights I ran as well. For a little added backup support, since we are running a good plethora of light and dark monsters, I run 2 Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning and 1 Chaos Sorcerer as well. Thought about bumping up to 3 Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, but obviously if you don't have these, Chaos Sorcerer is just the next best substitute for it, just for the easy summon of these cards from the graveyard. When you're not special summoning them off of, obviously, Phantasos, you have the option just to go into some more powerhouse cards in your deck that you can rely on. Also, if you don't have the extra deck options for those cards also. And that is it for the light and dark variant. For the hand traps, just 3 Ash Blossom standard hand trap for the deck. Good card to side out when you're going for the other hand trap cards as well, or even in the mirror match. With the mirror match, if you ever do have a Dream mirror match, which I think would be crazy at first, but Super Polymerization, another good side out target for this deck for the fusion option we now have available to us as well. And that is it for the monsters. We'll now move on to the spells. Most important spells in the deck are the 3 Dream Mirror of Joy and the 3 Dream Mirror of Terror. With Dream Mirror of Terror, during the end phase, you can banish this card to activate 1 Dream Mirror of Joy directly from your hand or deck. You can only use this effect of Dream Mirror of Terror once per turn, and each time your opponent special summons a monster and inflict 300 damage to your opponent. This effect is only applied while you control a dark Dream Mirror monster. And with Dream Mirror of Joy, during the end phase, it lets you banish this card to activate 1 Dream Mirror of Terror from your hand or deck. You can only use this effect of Dream Mirror of Joy once per turn. Dream Mirror monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects or their monsters' attacks, except your Dream Mirror monsters with the highest level. And if this card is only applied while you control a light Dream Mirror, so you're able to protect your weaker Dream Mirror monsters with your night monsters, and you're also able to obviously inflict damage with Dream Mirror of Terror. So you have the options going back and forth with each one because they also work with a particular mirror on the field, so just be aware of that. When using them, you need to know which mirror to have as well for each. And I also run the 1 Terraforming, so you can search out whichever mirror you need to work with the monsters you have in your hand also. And I also run 3 of the new Dream Mirror Phantasos. With this one, when this card is activated, you can add 1 Dream Mirror monster from your deck to your hand. If Dream Mirror Joy is in the field zone, all monsters you control gain 500 attack. If Dream Mirror of Terror is in the field zone, all monsters your opponent control lose 500 attack and defense. You can only activate 1 Dream Mirror Phantasms. I say Phantasos. I was thinking of the one monster. Phantasos on the brain. But with Dream Mirror Phantasms, it's just a search card. It's Fire Formation tanky for the Dream Mirror deck, so definitely 3 of for this card since it's very, very useful for the search. And for the fusion spell, I run 3 Dream Mirror of Chaos. You fusion summon 1 Dream Mirror Fusion from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion material. If Dream Mirror of Joy is in the field zone, you can also use monsters in your hand. If Dream Mirror of Terror is in the field zone, you can also banish monsters from your graveyard. You can only activate 1 Dream Mirror of Chaos per turn, but it is a quick play card also, so you can make use of your monster's attacks on the field and then use this card. And also just having the option for this card to give you the option of where your monsters are, depending on the field spell you have, definitely does come in handy, so you'll know what resources to work with if you have too many monsters in your graveyard or too many monsters in your hand. And I also run 3 Call by the Grave, just a great way to handle your opponent's monsters in their graveyard, stopping their effects. If you wanted to put in a second copy of the Light Phantasos, you can take out 1 copy of Call by the Grave. I just really like the number ratios for everything else in the deck. Works very, very well for me number-wise. And now moving on to the traps, I run 2 Dream Mirror Hypnagogia, I believe is how you pronounce the card. Choose 1 Dream Mirror of Joy and 1 Dream Mirror of Terror from your hand and or deck, and place 1 in your field zone and the other in your opponent's field zone. Face up, you can activate 1 Dream Mirror Hypnagogia once per turn. You get the setup with this card, depending on whatever mirror you need. Also, for your fusion card or just the monsters you have, this card definitely does help for that setup, giving it to your opponent as well. Basically putting them in that place with the Dream Mirror. I like to run at the 2, though. The 1 card I do want to run of at 3 is the rare we have. I don't know why I didn't pick up more of this card. During Sneak, Dream Mirror Oniromancy. You activate 1 of these effects when your opponent activates a spell or trap while Dream Mirror of Joy is in the field zone, negate the activation. And when your opponent would special summon a monster while Dream Mirror Terror is in the field zone, negate the activation and destroy that monster. You can activate 1 Dream Mirror Oniromancy per turn, but this card can shut down your opponent. And if they know what field spell you have and what this card does, because it all makes them work with what, you know, they have to play against you for their own plays. But definite 3 of, since all you have to do is control the mirror and you have this negate. So once per turn, but it is a counter trap, so it's very strong as well. And that's it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra deck. I run 3 of the Oniros, the Dream Mirror Urkling. I believe this is the fusion between the light and dark for the deck. You need 2 Dream Mirror monsters with different attributes. While face up on the field, this card is a dark attribute. You can only use each of the following effects of Oniros once per turn. If another monster you control is tribute except during the damage step, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it, and if this card is basically, if you're in the owner's possession by an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Dream Mirror monster from your graveyard except for Oniros, the Dream Mirror Urkling. So you just have options once again with this card. Being a fusion, 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense makes it a true powerhouse of the deck to work with, and just easy to summon out even if you have the, you know, low level, low attack Dream Mirror monsters to make it. But definitely 3 of, since we run 3 of the fusions, and you have plenty of resources in the deck to make with this card, since you can also use the graveyard with the fusion spell if you have the mirror set up correctly. And I also run just pretty much generic for the rest of the deck. 1 Hippo Shenengan, 2 Wee Witch's Apprentice, and also 1 Linkuriboh for the level 1 options, 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Triple Burst, 1 Decode Talker, 1 Boral Sword, and just for the level 4 options, I have 1 Abyss Dweller in here. If you want to try Castel, Tornado Dragon, Baguska, you can put that in for the final Exceed spot just to work with the level 4s as well. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Kira, Twig out.